Hey everybody, hey. All right, so I feel like I'm looking down at the camera. So how am I gonna raise this up? We're gonna figure this out. Let me see. Let me try I'm gonna hold you up for a second. Ready? Pardon me. All right, let me try this. Put my ooh, how come there's extra light there? There we go. All right, that looks a little better to me. I wanted it kind of raised up. Wait a minute, let me take my hello. Hello. I'm taking my protective covering off my phone because it looks like kind of blurry and weird to me. Okay, so now I put the camera up a little so I'm not like hovering down. That looked weird. So hello everyone who's on and jumping on here. So finally I am doing this. These are the cards from last Thursday. Now my butt's just getting to it now because I had a little, and thank you all for your well wishes and your comments on my ER post, because here's a little Lyme fun fact. Sometimes when you're treating, you feel really crappy and you don't know if it's either a reaction to something that you're taking or if it's just the like illness or whatever you want to call it getting worse, or is it just things are dying, like the bugs are dying off, and then when they die off, they don't die off in a friendly way. They go hard, so they like give you one last smack before they go off. So it's called a Herxheimer reaction or just Herx. So I'm thinking it was probably a little Herxing that I was doing, because this was one of those days where Massachusetts, I went to Mass for the day to swim with my kids, and I was like all day in the sun. It was like freaking 90 degrees with this much air it was like the humidity was about 98%. So there's like, so anyone who knows that I'm dealing with one of the co-infections, Babesia and Bartonella, they can cause like some shortness of breath. So me breathing in shitty air wasn't helping at all. So I think being all day in the sun, and then I went swimming for the first time. Usually I just kind of sit and watch them in the shade. But I decided, shit, I feel good today. I'm going to swim. So I did little laps in the shallow end with them back and forth. I'm teaching the smallest ones to swim. And even that, like, to me, that would be nothing. Back in the day, even a year ago, nothing. But I think it was too much. So it made me feel really like crappy and junky later. So all of that just added up to just a little bit of a scare. And sometimes I just, you just go and you don't really know. But of course they looked at me like I had 5 heads, and they're like, oh, here's some lovely woman with anxiety who's coming in wasting our time when we have people with, gunshot wounds and car accidents. And I totally get it. Like, it doesn't seem to them probably like much of an emergency, because he was like, the doctor's like, I don't even know what to diagnose you with. Like, I see nothing wrong with you, and I don't even know what you're doing. So it's like, cheers, buddy. It's 3 a.m. I've been sitting here for 5 hours. Shut the hell up and just, I'm telling you, this is not fake. But anyways, that's my story. And so thank you all who said, well wishes and feel better and all of that. Today is a much better day. I had Chinese food, so that rocked. So here we go. So that's when you're feeling better. All right, so I'm going to do the cards. These are from last Thursday, but I also posted them again today, but they're the exact same ones. So hello, everybody. So here we go. Let's do this. So this is card number 1, which is all the way to the left if you chose this. Tis focus on service. And we've seen this baby before. So if you picked this before and you're picking it again, guess what? You're getting a double message like hello. You just take this one seriously. And love the unicorn. I mean, we all need a little bit of that. This card says, and I usually read, for any of you who are new to this, like hanging with me, I read the quote on the card and then I'll tell you more about it. So it says, your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. Your soul desires that bliss, yes. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. So this is for my friends, those of you out there, and one of my beautiful buddies in Australia, Mama. I know you picked this one and said you're needing guidance right now. Guess what? So there you have it. Thinking about life's mission, thinking about life's purpose. What are you going to do next? What's going to happen? What's the right next move? Okay, so when you're super in your head, when you're having issues or you're stuck, you're blocked, you're burnt, and you're just constantly in that headspace with the monkey chatter or the monkey mind, whatever you want to call it, stinking thinking, whatever it is. I saw Tony Robbins say this, and this card to me from, angel wisdom, just kind of confirms this, is whenever you're in your own space and in your own junk, serve somebody else. That's the best way to do it, the best way to take yourself out of it, out of overwhelm, out of just not knowing what to do. Serve somebody else. That could mean something simple like helping somebody bring their groceries to the car. That could mean offering to a friend to watch their kids so they can take a nap or do whatever. That could mean making dinner, some extra dinner, and then bringing it to your neighbors for the heck of it. Whatever it is, focus on service, because it's going to raise your vibration, because we all love to help other people. Even if we think we're in like the 7th circle of hell and we can't see our way out, and how the heck could we give anymore because we're so damn stressed and so confused and overwhelmed, you can. You can absolutely help other people and just warm your own heart, which raises your vibration, which clears your mind. It gets you out of yourself and brings your focus to other people, and then just gives you space to breathe, so that when you're thinking about whatever it is that's on your mind, now you bring a little bit more of a fresh perspective to it. So if you have any insecurities about where you are in your life, thinking, am I going to be successful? Whether it be money, whether it be relationships, whether it be family, whether it be career, or whatever it is, know that you want to take the focus off other people's definitions of success. Okay, so whatever you see other people doing here on Facebook, whatevs. Don't pay attention to that stuff. Or, obviously pay attention and be loving and, comment and interact with people, be social, but don't think that you are any less than because someone else is doing this. Or if you're in a business, some of my home business friends, focus on who can you serve now, not where everybody else is at, how much more money this person's making or how much farther they seem to be along than you. Just go ahead and serve other people. But here's the key. What I want people to understand when you see this is serve in your way. Take your special gifts, your special talents, your passions, and serve in that way. Okay? And I'll give an example. For those of you who know, my network marketing company that I work with, that I've been just taking a small break from while I'm going through this treatment, but is called Unique, and it's a makeup company. And we have an amazing team of women who, it's the top team in the company. Our top, our Black status leader is like numero uno. She rocks. Okay, so one of our team members, she's an elite green status, which means she's gotten pretty far, I believe like top 5%, okay, in the company. She makes hilarious videos, okay? She does decent makeup, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she doesn't, but she's not a makeup artist. She's not a professional. She's not going to show you how to do the latest and greatest technique. She's a mom of 4, and they're all at home with her. They're all small. Okay, her husband's gone a lot. He's like a truck driver, I believe. So she does these videos called Mom So Hard Mondays. She is hilarious. Her gift is she is so funny. So funny, okay? You have, of course, people who will be attracted to her type of humor. That's her tribe, her peeps. But she makes these videos that are hilarious, and she brings that funniness to her makeup videos. So she's not really teaching you so much at the latest and greatest technique on this and that. She's just doing mom makeup, just a busy mom type of makeup with so much hilarious and funny and relatable whatever she is, like Mom So Hard, like I'm taking care of 4 kids and I'm going crazy and I have poop crusted under my fingernails, but I'm doing my makeup, and she has gotten to elite status. So because she's serving people with her gift, it's not necessarily how to use a makeup brush. It is her humor, it is her relatable, it is just being real about her entire life. And she's serving those who are just listen, who can hear what she has to say, those who are in the similar position, those who really relate and resonate with her. So that's just an example of somebody who's using their special gifts. So for you, if you're focusing on service, do it in your way. Are you gifted as a massage therapist? Are you gifted as, a chiropractor? Do you make good pizzas? Are you great with children? Are you funny? Like whatever it is, whatever your talent is, use that to focus on service and serve somebody else. Whatever comes natural to you, not to mimic those. Look at successful people around you and really take pointers from what they do. Like take, tips and strategies and habits from how they got there. But you can't mimic them. You can't be them. You can't talk like them and use a script or anything like that. Or in relationships. You got to be yourself. You got to be naturally you. How are you going to meet the person of your dreams, your true soulmate, if you're trying to be somebody else who you think is successful in relationships, right? So there you go. That's focus on service. Anyways, that was number 1, the card to the left, to the left, to the left. So here we go. This is number 2 in the middle. It says steady progress. These angels are like pretty chilled. All right. So steady progress says, we acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So if you chose this card, I'm guessing you might be concerned about where you're at. So it's actually almost related to number 1. You're worried about where you're at right now. So are you making enough progress? Are you working on a project? Are you starting a business? Have you been in a business? Are you going to school? Are you a stay-at-home mom trying to do a brand new mom? Are you in a brand new relationship and you're not sure where it's going? You're worrying about the progress and thinking, or looking at your life, looking at your bank account going, I should be a lot farther along than I am. Are you saying that kind of thing? Again, looking at other people going, wow, they have this, this, and this, and they're all put together, and they're doing, what's up with me, and why am I not there? And again, this is like a double confirmation with 2 cards. So like it would be a great 3-card reading for one person like this, saying, oh yeah, we got to focus on this. This card says, as the first one said, go ahead and serve others and get out of your own way. This one, get out of your own head. This one is saying, recognize where you are and recognize the blessings. Look at your journey that you've gotten to where you are now. Okay, so maybe you're not at your destination or your desired place yet, but you're going in that direction. Okay, so you are on the right path. Know that you're being divinely guided. So whatever this thing is that you're doing, you feel like you're not progressing fast enough, know that you're being divinely guided. Yes, you're going on the right path, but know that you're being asked to appreciate the journey, appreciate the lessons, both the good ones and the not so fun ones. It's all part of it. No matter what you're going to do, if you're going to live your best and most amazing life, you're going to go through HE double hockey stick and back. I guarantee you, it's not going to be an easy, like flowery path. You might have a lot of doors open, a lot of synchronicity happen if you're going in the right direction, but it's not going to be without obstacles, because life will always challenge us. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Right now, I'm telling you what, this is how I'm taking my journey with Lyme disease right now. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want your life and the best life that you could ever have? Like my birthday's next week, and I'm telling you, I'm going to celebrate this one and appreciate this one like no other, and every single one after that, because you gotta know that every piece of every challenge, every win is part of this journey, and you need to look and appreciate it, because if you don't, life's going to come at you pretty hard until you do, and you don't want to get to that space. I'm going to tell you right now, coming from me who knows, you don't want to have to get to that space where you're forced by some yucky situation to take stock of your life and go, yo, it's not that bad. You've come a long way. You're doing the right thing. Just have some patience and appreciate, okay? Like really, no complaining. Complaining speaks death over your situation, speaks negativity, attracts more of it, so don't. Or comparing yourself to others, right? Or like, why am I dealing with Lyme and like they're all healthy and stuff? I've actually done that, where I've looked at people in the grocery store and they're buying all this junk food, and I'm like, you see now, they're eating all this junk and I'm sitting there dealing with this, and I have to get kale. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's absolutely, I am being called on a different path to look back at my life and say, where do I need to change some things? Where do I need to make some really big shifts to live my best life? And where can I say, wow, you come up a long way, girlfriend. And then I'm gonna focus on service. See, so these two go together. I'm gonna get out of my head. I'm gonna look and see what my journey is like. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna be looking at other people and comparing. Okay, this is not perfection, by the way, nor should there be perfection. So yeah, you're human. You're gonna complain a little bit. You're gonna feel like crap sometimes, and you're gonna go through it, and you're gonna compare. But the key is to just be aware of it and stop the path. Stop the train. Like, you're getting off here at this stop, and the train can keep going, and you're gonna get off here. But then you focus on service, like number one, okay? So focus on how you're paying it forward. But know that every day No matter how slow you think you're going, no matter if it seems like nothing's happening, like, oh God, I'm doing stuff and nothing's happening, I'm not getting results. Know that everything you do, one small step every single day towards whatever it is that you're doing, will get you there. So steady progress, that means one small step, even if some days you can take big steps, no matter what, just something every single day to get there. And I promise you, you'll get there. Keep your eyes and ears open for divine guidance on the way. Be grateful for the current situation. Be grateful for where you came from, and keep your ears open, and you'll get the guidance on the way. And I'm telling you, you will get there. So no worries now. I know it sometimes seems huge, but we're gonna work on this. These cards today are about working on this, working on our patience, working on our gratitude, working on paying it forward, working on serving others. And I can feel this right now. So I don't know if anyone else is feeling this right now too in your own lives. Like you're in your own stuff, and it's time to turn it around. Okay, so here's number 3. That was number 2 card in the middle. This is number 3 to the right. It is ground yourself. Ground yourself before you wreck yourself, right? So it is. These cards are all related. I love how when that happens, it just seems like it's all like one big reading. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. So here we go. So if you're feeling confused, so now we're back to this again. This, like I said, these are all related. Feeling confused, overwhelmed, a little spacey, a little out there. Maybe you even physically feel spacey. Where are my Lyme sisters and chronic illness sisters and brothers? Like, whoo, sometimes you just feel. And so reground yourself, even if that means literally. Like if you're feeling sick, take off your socks, take off your slippers or shoes, and plant your feet on the ground. Go outside if you can manage it. Plant your feet on the grass. Even if you're feeling healthy, go to the beach, go outside, barefoot, feel that earth, reground, reconnect. So the key is we're gonna have a balance between spirit and earth in our being, okay? Because if we're too much up here, too much in our head, that can go either in like a spiral of overwhelm and like negative stinking thinking, or it can just go like spaced out, like I don't know what I'm doing and I'm floating around and I have no direction. So make that balance. Create that balance. You can, like I said, step on the earth with your bare feet. You can go outside, connect with nature, touch a tree, like literally, like garden, do gardening. Go dig in the earth, dig in the sandbox with your kids, right? Go to the beach and just touch everything, the seashells, the sand. Go and eat root vegetables, so kind of like potatoes or carrots or beets or things that are earthy, okay? So, watch out for sugary and too much coffee and like alcohol and things that are gonna make you go, whoa, and right out of your mind and out of your body, right? So, make those changes, drink more water, and really just, and if you're talking to people, ground yourself as a person, be authentic. Don't come off and just try to be something that you're not, or think you have to please somebody. Just be yourself and ground yourself, sister. Ground it. So bring the plane in for a landing. That's really what that means. So these are 3 great cards tonight. I love them. They're all related. Focus on service, number 1. Number 2 is steady progress. Number 3 is ground yourself. So it's really for, I think this is all saying, if you're really tangled up in your own thoughts, in your own head, and any negativity, any complaining, any comparison, any impatience, just really getting yourself in habits that aren't good for you, whether it's through eating or through any like alcohol or drugs or anything like that. It's time to really come back and take the focus off yourself and trying to escape and trying to really be insecure and unsure about your life, and focus on serving others. Focus on what you've done so far and how far you've come. Know you're divinely guided on the right path, and know that at the end of the day, just do what you have to do to bring yourself back, to come back into your body and ground your thoughts and ground your mind and just bring it in, bring it home. So that's it. Those are the cards from last Thursday. So I'll be back at you tomorrow with more cards. So Thank you for all the likes, loves, hearts, and stuff. And I appreciate any shares. I really do, because I think these cards are wonderful and can just be the right message that somebody needs to hear today to change their mind or to make a shift in their lives. So I so appreciate that. Any shares and getting the word out there. If you have any other questions, please leave me a comment, send me a private message. I do have a link. It's called calendar.jenroopenian.com, and I'll put that in the comments. If you want to schedule a 30 or 60 minute reading with me, it will show you the times that I have available and what the price is and all of that good stuff and all the details right there. You can just schedule it yourself on your own time and see when I'm available and just rock on. And you can do a much more detailed reading than this. Okay, if you need some clarification. So I appreciate it, everyone, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Be blessed.